What up, New York Giant Nation? It's your boy Mac, the Giants fan, and this is me coming at y'all with a little afternoon chat, man. I couldn't get at y'all last night with the aftermath because it got all work too late. Couldn't do it, man. So I'm here talking about it right now, man. Give me 1 second, Lou. I got you. Give me 1 second. But I'm here talking about it right now, man. Look, it's always a good day the day after busting the Eagles' ass. It's always a good goddamn day. Always a good day following whooping up on the Eagles' ass. And whooping up on their ass is what we did, man. Yo, them kids, man, I'm going to just start calling them 644, man. 644 had it rolling last night, baby. Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterboo, man. Forget about it, man. Forget about it, man. Forget about it. You can't. I mean, we on Giants. Yo, this offense ain't never felt this electric. It ain't never felt this hyped up. I ain't never just felt this good about it in so long, man. It's been so long. You know what I mean? I'm sorry I couldn't talk about it last night when it was still fresh, man. I'm a little bit salty about it, but I'm here talking about it right now for a little bit. Give me 1 second. Let me take care of my guy, Lou. Let me get him up in here real quick. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm dropping it right now in the chat, Lou. But yeah, back just like I said, I'm gonna call the young bulls 644, man. They got it going on, man. They done brought a whole new energy to the New York Giant offense, man, to this team in general, man. And what's going on? No Mets, no Nets, no Jets. David in the building. I appreciate y'all, man, popping through, man. No doubt, indeed. Yeah, look. I love when the New York Giants proved me wrong, man. I doubted them. I doubted on Wednesday. I know anybody that was tuned into the show Wednesday with me, Adam, and Lou, man. Look, I know any of y'all that was tuned in. Y'all heard how it went down, man. Look, I didn't give the New York Giants a fucking chance. I thought this score was going to be reversed the other way around, or something like that. You know what I mean? But to go out there and just punch the defending world champs in the mouth like that, I mean, just and for it to be led by the rookies, the young guys, that they was the ones, they was the leaders, they the ones that stepped up and had this thing going, man, cooking like that. Ooh, I'm trying to tell you, man, I couldn't even watch the game live. I had to watch the replay this morning, but I was listening to it live. Look, man, I'm excited, man. The way we had these young guys playing, we even had a Jalen Hyatt sighting. It might have been very, very minimal, but we actually had a Jalen Hyatt sighting. I mean, damn, like, you know things is crazy. You know it's going crazy. When you see that guy do anything, you know what I mean? You know it's crazy. But, oh, man.
And he was hyped after that catch, too. It's good to see that, he got in there, got some runs, made a catch, contributed to the win, and started to get that chemistry with the young rookie quarterback because, he's only 3 years in. He's still young himself. There's still potential for them to build that chemistry and have a great career if we use them properly.
Absolutely, man. I'm with you on that. How you doing, Ro? Thank you for stopping in, too. I appreciate you, Ro.
I appreciate you letting me on the stream, bro. I was supposed to call the game last night, but I didn't give us a chance in hell. I was at work talking about, we're going to lose tonight, So I didn't even want to call the game because I knew I was going to be cursing at the screen. And then, shit, they came out there and shocked me.
Absolutely. No, I was sitting there working. I was standing doing my post, man. I'm like, I was getting hyped. I was like, oh my God, just listening to it. Like I said, I couldn't even watch the game live, but I was just listening to it, man. I was just.
If you'd have watched it, you'd have found out because they was putting the little stats across the bottom. Jackson Dart is the third quarterback in history to have 50-plus yard touchdowns running and a 50-plus yard touchdown in the air in the first quarter. In his first 3 games, only third quarterback in history to do that, and the other 2 are Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
Oh wow, that's great company. Great company to be in right there. That is great
Yeah,
company to be in right there. But that's the kind of stuff you like to hear about. You know what I mean? You don't hear about us being the leader in penalty yards. You don't want to hear about that. And the penalties were down a lot last night too, as well. That's something else that was down. But no mess, no nest, no jets. I was going to get to this man. I was going to get to him, man, because he came in and had an impact. You know what I mean? He had an impact immediately. Little Jordan Humphrey called up from the practice squad.
yep,
This is what we're talking about. This is what when we say about when we so down on this coaching staff. These are the little things like this. Come on, man. This guy came in and made an immediate impact right from the door. Catching high point in the pass right down the field. Like, come on, man. He should have been. Well, why was he not out there last week? Why was he not called up last week when we were down in New
bro.
Orleans? This is
It's
what
because
I'm. This,
they emphasize where the player was drafted at as opposed to where his skill set is at,
so
and they need
these
to
are the
be
kind of
playing
things.
these guys based on who's better on the field, not who was drafted higher.
Yeah, I mean, because he came in, he made some big catches, a few big catches in this game, and look, I'm proud of this New York Giants team when I watch because when I see that out there and see that energy out there, like I said, with the Jackson Dart, Cam Scottaboo, like I said, they just gonna be 644 to me, man. I love it. I love it. The
Nah, they looked
connection is
like
just
actual
is
contenders
there.
yesterday, bro. The whole team was alive. The defense was playing. The offense was energized. They was cheering each other on the sideline. Like they
Absolutely.
looked like a fucking contender yesterday for the first time in over a decade. You know what I'm saying? And this young, youthful energy that's being injected by this rookie class, I'm loving it. But they got to keep it going, and they got to be more careful with Jackson Dart. That trip he took to the tent, that shit was crazy. They running him too much, and he don't know how to slide. He's jumping headfirst into everything. You know what I'm saying? There
Well,
was a few times
he's gonna
yesterday
have to
where
figure it out.
I was just like, ooh, he's hurt. Ooh, there was a few plays where I was like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, get down, slide, stop going head first. Like, stop running this man until he grasps that concept, because we're gonna fuck around and lose him for like 6 weeks, and that's gonna kill the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree. He's not. I mean, those some of those things right now. While he's young, he is going to have to figure it out and learn. But and really, because I mean, you saw how it was. The crowd just immediately boomed. Russell Wilson had to come out there for those couple plays. I mean,
He
just
came out
booed
for one play and they batted down his pass, and the crowd went fucking crazy.
So we already know what it is, man. This is Jackson Dart, man. I think this young man is definitely what the New York Giants needed, man. So I will give you. I get like I said. I shout out to TP on his stream last night at the end after the post game stream. He was talking about this too. I will. I kind of do agree, man. I will give Brian Daboll props for the fact that identifying his guy in Jackson Dart and going out there and then making it
No,
happen and
you
bringing
got to
him
give him
here.
credit for that. If he's the one that wanted Dart, then hell of a job in picking that kid.
I
That kid
mean,
is, he's got
everything
it.
I heard, he was absolutely the one that absolutely
He's
was all
got it.
about
He's
Dart.
he's
So
got that it factor. He wants to win. He's putting his body on the line. Like he wants to win. He's got that winner mentality, and that's what you need at the quarterback. But he's got to slow down with that head first shit, because he gonna get himself hurt.
yeah, he does. He does learn to practice up a little bit more, but I mean, it's coming. Everything seems to be a developing thing with him. I mean, he's going like same way he's figured everything else up to this point that he's figured out. He's going to figure out how to protect himself a little bit more
But
too, because he knows
he's his
best
touch
ability is his
is what
availability, man.
impressed me the most yesterday. There was a few plays where he had to throw just the perfect touch for it to get where it needed to be and be where only his receiver can get it. And those guys, unfortunately, it touched both their hands and they couldn't hold on. But his touch on all three of those touch passes that he threw was perfect, bro. Perfect. I mean, he had to throw it over Adoree Jackson and still drop it into the bread basket. And like Hyatt couldn't hold on, but he had, I mean, the touch was beautiful, bro. He's a
Oh, I
great
know. I saw
passer.
that. I know that. I remember know exactly what play you're talking about. I remember the one in the end zone, Jordan Humphreys. Jordan Humphreys couldn't bring it in, but that was a perfect pass as well.
Yep.
That should have been a touchdown. But at the end of it, but I just want to get ready to just comment with no Mets here because I'm with you. I think Cordell Flott slammed the door on that last night, man. That near pick six that he had, Cordell Flott played really solid football last night, and I think that door is slammed on Deontay Banks as far as. I mean, he's out here depth piece come back in back up, but I think that's the role he's in for right now until he can prove that he's worthy of being on that field for more snaps, man. So I think Cordell Flott definitely got that locked down for right now. Jordan Humphrey, not a rookie. Yeah, I know he's not a rookie. Been in the league for 7 years. Why not play him over Bo Collins, who was not drafted? Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, I agree because, like I said, he comes in. Bo Collins has been suited and booted for every game this season. Jordan Humphries came in last night, and he already has more catches and more yards than Bo Collins on the season. So, I mean, that just tells you what you need to know right there. Like I said, came in, made an immediate impact. That's what this whole thing is, man, with this team, man. You got to get the right guys out on the field and make things happen. It's another thing I wanted to bring up. I don't know if anybody noticed, and I'm not to say that JMS wasn't necessarily playing terrible last night while he was in there, but when the other dude came in, Austin whatever came in there, Slotman came in there, he was didn't miss a beat. Looked like he, you know what I mean, like he belonged out there. So I'm just saying, maybe did they just hand his job over to JMS in the summer, even though this guy seems to be pretty capable as well. I know Jalen Carter wasn't out there on the field, and that makes a difference for the Eagles, but still, nonetheless, we always talk about the Eagles having the best depth in the league as well. So they wasn't like he was still out there. He wasn't playing against slouches out there. So just something I just noticed, something I took notice of when he came out there. He looked pretty good, impressive.
Nah, the old line looked stout when Schlotman was in there. Scatterboo and Tyrone Tracy and even Singletary was getting off.
Yeah, Dart is definitely the one, no mess. I agree. Dart is the one, man. This kid made me come completely do a complete 180 on him. Like I said, it wasn't that I hated him back during the process. I just don't know if I would have made that same trade to come up and get him, you know what I mean, in the first round like that. But at the end of the day, he shut me the fuck up. That's all I can say. He didn't shut me up, and I'm glad he did. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy being a Giants fan. Like I said, it's always good. Like I said, coming off of beating the Eagles to me is always just a great thing.
Especially
anyway.
where you live. Especially where you live. You're surrounded by Philly fans. You get to walk outside with your chest poked out today like, yeah.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. He said he was over the Banks experiment last year. Washington got rid of Forbes, who they traded up the draft, same draft as Banks. They sure did. We got to move on. Let's not be afraid to move on from some players. I agree.
You know,
you do got to. I agree. You do got to move on, man. Sometimes you got to know when to pull the plug, man. And right now, the only value I've seen Banks bring this team at all this season is that he's been a solid kick returner when he's out there doing that. No, I agree. That's what I said. That's what I led with. I said he was playing pretty solid before he got hurt and went out. I wasn't knocking what he was doing last night. I'm just the overall process with him and what things how it's been. That's all. He was like I said, he wasn't. I didn't have a problem with him on the field last night when he was out there. I was just noticing that his backup came in.
But I am willing to give JMS some more time to develop because these linemen usually take about 3, 4, 5 seasons before they really reach their peak. And, I think he's going to get back to where he was and better. Because when he was in college, he was a beast. And we knew he was a little smaller, undersized. But, once he gets acclimated to the game speed and the power of the NFL, I think he'll be fine.
Well, the key is continuity. You know what I mean? Anyway, you can't keep having so much moving parts. You gotta get these guys. You gotta be able to rely on the guy next to you, and that comes with built trust being built. You can't have that when you're just moving and shuffling the car, shuffling the deck constantly. So that's what it comes down to that too. But I mean, I wasn't. I know he was definitely playing perfectly fine before he went down. I definitely had no problem with his play last night. I was just pointing out just through the whole process, like I said, how I felt like. Maybe the competition should have still been opened up a little bit more during the summertime and made him earn that spot more so is all I was really getting at. But, yeah, the defense, man. Get to the defense. I mean, getting after Brian Burns right now is on pace right now. to be a strong contender for Defensive Player of the Year. Strong contender. I mean, right now, tied for the league leading sacks with 7 right now, man, on the year through the first 6 games. Look, Brian Burns is ripping it up, man. That dude's over there just and he's feasting. And part of it's because it's the guys around him as well, man. I mean, I'm not going to take all the credit away from Brian Burns. I'm just saying, when you got like Abdul Carter and you got Kayvon Thibodeau playing as well as they're actually playing, I mean, their numbers might not say the things that, like, for instance, Brian Burns' numbers are saying right now, but those guys are actually getting the job done too. Very, very effective at what they do, man. And Brian Burns right now is the beneficiary, man. I mean, he's cashing in. He's definitely cashing in. I mean, and Dex hasn't even got. Think about it. Dexter Lawrence hasn't even got heated up yet. So, like, look, sky's the limit for that front, man. I'm still, think we still got some things that need to be cleaned up on the back end for sure, man. We got to stop giving out so many of the chunk plays, man, in the passing game. I think once again, I mean, you got to think about it. We gave up an 87-yard touchdown pass to the Saints a week ago, and then last night, if it wasn't for a bad pass from Jalen Hurts, we'd have given up a 90-something yard touchdown pass last night. If it wasn't for a bad pass from Jalen Hurts. So we got to clean those things up on the back end of this defense to stop allowing that to happen as well.
But I do want you to just stop and soak in the fact that we beat the Super Bowl defending champion Philadelphia Eagles in dominant fashion.
Absolutely, we did, and that's like I said, it's always a great thing. No matter what, that's always a great thing.
I'm smiling ear to ear right now
because we didn't just win. They bust their ass, bro.
We whooped their ass.
Bust their ass, foot to ass, though. The whole night too, man. Like it wasn't. You know what I mean? They had that little quick comeback in the beginning. They had that quick little comeback early in the game, you know what I mean, when they went up on a 17-13, but then that was it. They stopped at 17. We just kept going, bro. I mean, we lit their ass up. I mean, like I said, and the fact that the Chargers led by rookies, man. And I'm still, okay, this is something else I'm salty about too, Brian Dable. Matter of fact, whoever's in charge of this shit, why didn't you get Cam Scotty back in there last night to get them 2 more yards, get his first 100-yard game? What the hell is that all about, man? Let that man get them 2 extra yards, man, and get his first 100-yard game against the world champs. Come on now. I was salty about that a little bit. Like, come on, we're gonna make him let that man get what he earned that shit. He earned that. 3 touchdowns on that night.
He was running hard too. He was running hard. There was no trying to cut. He was lowering his shoulder and hitting.
I was setting my fantasy football lineups up, and I almost put Cam Scotty on the bench because I just wasn't sure how this game was going to go, man. And I almost put him on the bench. And if it wasn't for Marion Hampton from the Chargers not being injured, if he wasn't injured, I would have had Cam on the bench and would have played Marion Hampton in that spot. And I'm glad it worked. It worked out for me. Cam Scotty, man, that's my guy, man.
He balled out, yo.
He bringing it, man.
He run hard. He remind me of that cop on The Replacements. Give me the ball. I'm gonna get you the ball. Give me the ball. I'm gonna get you the ball.
Word. I think Dex is still a little, man. I think he's still probably not really quite 100%, man. But he out there, he be getting out there getting after it, but he still can't. He just hasn't really been able to get home. But he's still a factor in there, no doubt indeed. He's still on there. He's handling his business.
That elbow still, ain't 100%. Like he's just getting his mobility and strength back. By about week 9, Dex gonna be Dex again.
Look, I wouldn't be mad if they can make something like that happen. I don't know if they can, but I wouldn't be mad at it. Belt the ass, yeah, damn right. I thought he would, but the victory formation was dope when the last time we seen that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we don't see the Johnson victory formation too often. Period. In any capacity. So there was. But at the same time, I really wanted to see him get them extra. It was just 2 more yards. And he would have got them. The Eagles had already quit at that point. They quit at that point. So it was just 2 more yards, man. Let them go out there and get that, man. But the W is still the W, man. The kid had a big night, like I said. Both of these young men, like I said, I can't be more proud, man, to know that the Giants, I feel like we headed in a direction, man. With a nucleus like that, you got a quarterback, you got a running back, and we can get Malik Neighbors back to tip top form next year, hopefully. And we got obviously got a wide receiver, man. Get a few more weapons around Jackson Dart. This kid will be absolutely dangerous, man. A few more reliable weapons. I mean, look, for what it's worth, he maximized these guys' potential last night, but let's face it, it's not the greatest group of guys he's working with. You know what I mean? Let's face it. Wandale stepped up last night. That was that touchdown catch, breaking the tackle, getting up, staying in bounds. That was beautiful work by Wandale Robinson, man. And definitely what you need to see guys stepping up. But the nucleus of this offense is from going forward. It's got to be obviously it's Jackson Dart, Cam Scottaboo, and Malik Neighbors when he can rejoin the group next season, man. This group next season, and I think those are the foundational building blocks you build the rest of this offense around right now. I think that's what it's got to be. Cam, he just loves contact, man, and I love a guy that loves contact, man. He wants to go out there and punish defenders, and that's the kind of attitude that I like to see, man. That's that Brandon Jacobs mentality. You want to punish the defenders. You want to lay the lumber. You want to deliver the blow. And that's how Cam Scottaboo plays his game, man. And I just love it, man. I mean, this dude, it's hard to like just stop him once he gets ahead of steam going, man. And anybody that doubted Cam Scottaboo, I'm glad he's shutting y'all up, man, because there was a lot of people doubting him, talking about overhyped, overrated, over this, over that. Cam Scottaboo belongs, and he's showing you exactly why he was selected in the 4th round by the New York Giants, man.
I'm over here working with a drunk driver.
Exactly, 34 points with with nothing, with limited wide receivers. That's exactly what I'm getting at. No Mets. Look what he was able to do with what he was working with the talent that he was working with. Now imagine you get some dogs out there. I feel upset for Malik Neighbors that he can't be a part of this right now. I feel so upset for that kid that he can't be a part of this. After what he endured last year, the piss poor quarterback play, and everything he dealt with last year, I am upset that young man cannot be a part of this.
And still got 1,000 yards.
That he has to sit and watch this on the couch, man, for the rest of this year and see and watch the maturation of this New York Giant offense, man. Like it can if you can just build up things the right way, this could be a special group. I feel like it can be a special group, man.
I hate that he got injured so early in his career because that's going to set him back. When he comes back next year, he's not going to be 100%. Even though he's healthy, he's not going to be 100%. So he's not going to put up like 1,000 yards. He might have like an 800-yard season or something like that. And people going to start talking about he's a bust, he's washed, this, that, and the third. And sometimes that can get into a young guy's mind. Hopefully he has the mental fortitude, to persevere, push through, train, rehab, come back, and just do what he do. Because I think they will be phenomenal together. Scat, Neighbors, and Dart. If you can get Hyatt rolling and we can add Bellinger into the mix and get Theo Johnson in the mix, if he can stop dropping balls, we can be a high octane offense, man.
Yeah, you can come in. You can come in, Mets, if you want to, bro. You can come in for a minute. I'm gonna be on for about like 15, 20 more minutes. You can come in and say a little something.
Super excited, man.
Now, Dave, how do I feel about Dayball next year, coaching next year? Oh man, right now, I'm just kind of trying to wait this season out, man. See how things go. Hold on, give me 1 second, man. What chat are you in? Are you?
We beat the Eagles.
Hold on. Are you on my stream or are you on the Hardcore Sports one? I can't see. I can't see you.
Me?
But no, I was talking to Snarf. But what was I saying? But Dayball next year, I know how you feel about Dayball, Lou. But I'm just saying, right now, see how this thing goes out, man. If you really make this team look respectable the rest of this season, consistently win, lose, or whatever we
You got
do,
to give
but
him
look,
another year to develop
but
his
look,
quarterback. Yeah.
but if we look, yeah, if we keep it respectful, you know what I mean, not looking like
No,
anything like
yeah,
this,
we can't.
what we
Yeah.
had last year. All right, hold on, give me 1 second,
No, we
Mitch.
can't regress. We can't regress from what we've seen in 2 out of the last 3 games. So
No, not at all. Not at all. But but that's what it
but I
comes down to
appreciate you
me.
letting me tap in. I got to get back to work. I can't be slacking off. But I had to tap in with you on that because I had to get that off. We whooped the Eagles' ass.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Woo!
Thanks, Lou, for coming on for a minute.
Nah, I appreciate you, brother, for having me. Keep up the great work. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Matt the Giants fan. You heard?
I just dropped it in for you, Mitch.
Peace out, Mac.
All right.
Peace and love to the chat.
No, Mitch said I was one of those people not feeling Cam's scat, but I'm coming around.
Hey, Mac.
I mean, yeah. Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing, bro?
I'll say
Coming
this
off the
about
big win.
I'll say this about last night. I was not expecting that. I was expecting the converse to happen. The usual status quo. Eagles come in, rip the Giants to pieces, and leave. But what we have seen is maybe a combination of the Eagles' title hope hubris as well as a crap going in all cylinders to rinse and repeat from last year, only to start crashing out. I mean, you don't have the pieces in the front line that you had last year. Your defense got gutted due to free agency in the offseason. And to top it all off, Hurts is, Nick Faringo has not been Fangino or whatever his name is, who's the O coordinator for the Eagles. Is it Vic Fangino?
The offensive coordinator? I don't know. I can't remember what his name is.
Has not been as crisp. The offense for the Eagles has not been as crisp and responsive as it usually is. I mean, you look at the game. There were some key plays that frustrated me if you're looking at this from an Eagles fan perspective. I'm not an Eagles, but let's just say let's say hypothetically I was, okay? The play that Devonta Smith misses a wide open pass. He basically went mid-sprint. If he goes full sprint, that's a touchdown easily, right?
I mean, but just, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know if he was I don't know. I can't imagine. I don't know. I just know either way they didn't connect, and it's a good thing they didn't because it would have been a touchdown, like you said, easily. They connected. So
I needed that for my fantasy points, though, to be honest. Not in the different league, not the Aboriginals Network. Anyway, or the pass with where Hurts tried to find Dotson, it was right in Flott's sideline. You had Smith and Brown on the opposite end of the field. You go to them, you get a touchdown. But instead, he gambles on a guy he doesn't rely on too much in Dotson. But that's well within Flott's sideline. Flott picks it off and almost runs it back. With the Giants, on the other hand, it's a lot more what you don't expect from this team, being far more responsive, far more flexible, pragmatic, and coming out on top. Especially when you consider I've compared Brian Dable to Wile E. Coyote on a couple of occasions, where his tactical tunnel vision is so one note. Knowing everyone else he plays, and more often than not, when we're playing other teams, no matter how good or bad they are, it's a roadrunner we never catch. Or in other cases, the Bugs Bunny we never catch when Wiley is forced into situations where the roadrunner is not available.
wow.
It's like the team and the coach has the big guy upstairs constantly nerfing him, or his own tunnel vision just screws him over.
I mean, I hear you. Look, with Brian Dable, when it comes to him, like I said, I think he has the rest of this season now to prove if he is worthy of another year with this football team or not. I mean, this is going to come down, like I said, like I just said before, right before you came on. You got to keep it respectable and keep it looking like what we saw last night.
I said from as early as week 4 and as late as week 6 last year, the cancer was never DJ. It was Dable. And if you ask me, getting rid of DJ in hindsight may have been both a mistake and at the same time a blessing in disguise. A mistake.
No, it had to happen. I think it had to happen. But go ahead, finish your point.
A mistake in the sense that if he had been given a coach comparable to what Shermer was able to get out of him, he would have been fine. Yes, the O-line would have been at consistent as ocean waves and would have been clobbered, but at the very least, he wouldn't be getting his injured as option often. On the other hand, he's thriving in Indianapolis. This year, for me, Dable's constantly been under the gun, and I have not cared on how things played out. But because I'm hoping that by the end of the year, Dable finally gets the pink slip.
Well, that's what I was just getting at, though. Like I said, I think if this team performs like it did last night, win, lose, or whatever the results be of the games, if this team just looks as competent as they did last night, I don't see Daboll getting fired at the end of this year. I see him continuing on going forward with it personally. If this team,
for me, this was a damage control win for him.
Well, yeah, absolutely. His ass is on the line, and he did. I mean, but it's not, to me, it's not so much even about Daboll. It's just like I said, it's what these young guys are bringing to the energy that they're bringing. I believe that's what this team is rallying around. They're rallying around Jackson Dart and Cam. These young rookies are getting this team fired up out there, ready to go. They've got this team believing. They're the ones that got this team believing right now. And to me, that's what I think that's what the beautiful thing is about what we look like we're actually finally building here in New York, man. I just think that this New York Giant team, I haven't seen anything like this. I haven't seen this kind of energy in so long, man. I mean, look, as far as the Daniel Jones thing, yes, the kid, he's playing good football, the best football of his career right now, currently, and congratulations to him. But it wasn't working out here in New York. That ship had sailed, man. It was time. He had to go. We had to show him the door. And it just was. Sometimes it's just how things go. It's just the big nature of the business, man. I mean, it's a good look on him. It's congratulations. He's looked, like I said, like a top quarterback right now. But it just wasn't happening. It wasn't going to happen here in New York. It just wasn't. It was going to still just be the same results, just same disconnect. Mm-hmm. It just something wasn't connecting there with him and Daboll and him and whoever else.
Or him and Judge.
But even, yeah, I mean, him and his offensive line, even though. What's going on, too, by the way, Mosley? See you up there. Thanks for popping in. But the offensive line was absolutely solid, and it has been very solid since Andrew Thomas has returned to the lineup. And also, it's just something to say about what Jackson Dart. He's like him, his ability. He gives his offensive line even more confidence out there as well, because they know that maybe you don't have to necessarily be perfect, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you got a guy back there that can make some things happen with his legs and move around. And you guys just do enough of their job, do good enough to keep this thing afloat, man. Everybody, this whole offense, like I said, this was the best offense overall I've seen this team look in quite some time, man. It was just, it was a complete. They played a complete game. They played 4 quarters of. When's the last time you seen a New York Giants team truly play 4 quarters of football? I can't even remember.
I'd have to say either the game against the Colts last year or the game where we clinched a wild card spot against them at the end of the 22-23 season.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what I'm taking away from this. What's going on, Mitch? Yeah, it was a good game. I appreciate that, brother. It was a great game. A great game. Always love putting that foot in the Eagles' ass. I just do. Never get enough of it.
Can the Giants keep up this momentum? Next on their docket's Denver, and Philly's looking to try to vent some steam off against Minnesota.
I mean, it's going to be interesting for both teams. I mean, here's the thing for the Giants is now it took us all season to the last home game last year to get a win at home. Now we're sitting here with 2 victories on the year, and both of them are at home. Now we got to take this show on the road, man. We got to show that we can go out on the road, travel, and play better football than what we've shown this season thus far on the road. And
which is ironic.
We played pretty solid. Played pretty solid in Dallas. Obviously, we did play pretty well in Dallas. But the point is, we got
the last decade or so, we've been basically classified as a road squad. I mean, home track record has been atrocious.
We've definitely played better on the road over the last couple of years. That's for sure. But yeah, so I think we got to show that Jackson Dart. We got to see him on the road. Like I said, play a little better with the crowd when the crowd's not out there just cheering for everything you do. So we got to get that going too and see how he looks. He gets a little somewhat of a mini break, a little mini bye, kind of 10 days off before he's getting back out there against Denver. Plenty of time to prepare, plenty of time to heal up whatever ails him.
Mm-hmm.
Over the next couple of days. But I just feel like I said, I'm just good that we got our guys. I feel so confident that we got our quarterback now. I can say that we got a guy, we got a winner. Yep. We got someone that's going to that could be very, very special for this organization, I believe. And I want to make sure nothing screws that up. That's my main focus now, is making sure nothing screws that up, whether it's coaching changes, whatever it is. Just got to keep this thing rolling, man, and keep it built in the right way.
Got that right.
And it was good to win a division game as well. Just winning a division game. Another thing, get something out, because since 2023 is the last time I won a division game. That's just
ironically against the Eagles.
Yep, against the Eagles. So our last 2 NFC East divisional wins have been against the Eagles. And it's been too far apart, to be quite frank. Going 0-6 in division last year was an embarrassment.
Because of Dable being an egotistic, stubborn bum, throwing no Andrew Thomas in the O-line for most of the year.
Yeah, how about that too, against a Vic Fangio defense? I know people were making up. I mean, I've already talked to a bunch of Eagle fans already crying the blues talking about, Jalen Carter wasn't out there, and then Keon Mitchell got hurt, and he couldn't finish the game, and other guys was banged up and this and that. So our best player on offense is out for the whole season. Then cry me a fucking river. I don't care about that. This is football. People get hurt. Next man up, and your next man up couldn't get the job done last night. It wasn't making those complaints when those backup players were getting the job done. Look, Zach Bond didn't play a great game last night. That's one of your best guys on defense. I mean, he just didn't answer he didn't have the stuff last night. I mean, things happen. That's just how it goes, man. People get hurt. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the excuses about why the New York Giants were able to beat the Eagles because this, that, and the other, because all the injuries they got going on their O-line. Look. We played our first 3 games without our best O-lineman. Like I said, we're playing the rest of the season without our best player on offense. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll give him credit because they got him coached up, Jackson Dart up to where he's like I said, to where the level he's playing at right now, and he's definitely got it, man.
Mm-hmm. I might as well get off later.
All right, take it easy. Thanks for stopping on, man.
You too.
I'm about to wrap up in a few myself. All right. So at the very least, our coaching staff was not out coached. Yeah, that was a good thing to see, man. Just seeing him not look like a complete idiot last night. A few questionable things, like I said, after Jackson Dart went into the tent, come out and you're still calling quarterback, quarterback runs and stuff like that's. You gotta come on, protect your quarterback, man. At that point in the game, lean on your backs, man. You had Tyrone Tracy back. I mean, he was still probably bringing him back along a little slow. Obviously, didn't really have too many touches, but still, you got him back there. You got Singletary. You still got Cam Scottaboo. Lean on those guys for the tough yards at that point. But at the end of the day, man, I don't want. It's just not a lot to say negative about. Try not because even though there were a few negative things, they're just not. It's still, we came out on top. We still dominated this football game pretty much from start to finish. That little hiccup early in the first half, Eagles made their little comeback. That was all it was. That was all they had. They blew their load on that whole once that they hit that 17 and they was done. While the New York Giants kept running, and I love it, man. I love watching that style of New York Giant football. That's the style of New York Giant football I was brought up on. That's what I was brought up on. Those are the New York Giants that I love. That's the style I like. That's what I want to see. I want to see guys stepping up. We can get that kind of effort out of Wan'Dale Robinson every week. I'm satisfied. You know what I mean? Because I think we all can acknowledge he is what he is. But if we can get that kind of effort out of him every week, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. Like I said, little Jordan Humphrey, somehow it's safe to say he'll be getting a uniform for the foreseeable future. I just call it a whim. You know what I mean? That young man's going to be getting a uniform for the foreseeable future because looked like he should have been already getting one. Exactly. No excuses when we lose. No excuses when we win, man. It is what it is. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, look at Russ when he came in. I mean, he comes in, hands the ball off one time, and then he throw on third down. He throws a horrendous pass, slipped out of his hand or something. But still, like that's the energy Russ is bringing now, man. It is what it is. Russ ain't got it. He's a backup. I was his biggest supporter all summer. Now it is what it is, man. It's Jackson Dart time, and that's all it is, man. And that's all it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's Jackson Dart's team now, bro. Back seat, Russ. You're a passenger now, man. You're a passenger on the train, bro. That's what it is. Exactly. Look at the third down numbers last night, man. The Giants on third down. When last time you seen the New York Giants that good, that consistent on third down, man, keeping the drives alive, and it's because of Jackson Dart, man. Defenses have something to fear. It's an added dimension that we just didn't have before. You know what I mean? We got a quarterback. They looking out now. They like, oh shit, New York Giants got a QB now. You know what I mean? They got a player, man. They got a guy that's got that swag, man, that energy. Like I said, him and Cam Scatterboo, I can't stop saying positive things about these guys, man. 644, man. 644 had it going on last night, man. They did. And I hope it continues, man. His pocket awareness. What's going on too, by the way, Bookends? Thanks for popping in, man. His pocket awareness movement is a God-given talent. Yep, it sure is. It just looks natural, man. It looks so natural. Yep, I mentioned that earlier. He helps the O-line, man. He helps his O-line play better, man. Nope, exactly. You said you can't coach that. That's either something you got that or you don't. There's no coach that can instill that in you. There's nothing the coach can do to coach that up in you. You got to have that, and he's got it, man. Scatter ball is a madman. Absolutely, man. Like I said, looking for contact. He looking to lay the lumber. He wants to run somebody over. He wants you to get in his way. I love it. 11 for 16 on third down. Thanks for the stat, no Mets. Yeah, that's crispy, man. That's always a recipe for success right there. You sustaining drives like that, being able to just keep drives alive. I mean, just going the way this team was able to move the football on the world champion Philadelphia Eagles, man, last night, just up and down the field. I mean, kind of making it look fairly easy for the most part. Making it look fairly easy for the most part. Love it, man. I love what my team did, what my team was able to accomplish, man. I love it. Love every minute of it. I loved every second of it, man. I wish I could have enjoyed it live, like I said, like everybody else, the proper way, man. I had to work, like I said, working last night. It sucked. This is only being able to just listen to the game. But at least I was hearing some good things, man. Hearing great things the whole time, man. It was just the vibes with this football team. Yeah, it's hitting different, man. We back. Do I dare say this organization is we coming back, man. Slowly but surely, man. We, like I said, how a quarterback makes a difference. Now we understand, give you a little more of an understanding why they get paid the way they get paid, the difference that a quarterback makes, man. And when you got the right guy in there, yes, let's not forget. You're right. Let's not forget. Special teams last night, man. Gunner he definitely was the right guy for the job when they had the competition during the summer. Looks like, look, Pierre Marset, look, he did some decent things for his team last season, man. But Gunner last night, he proved once again his value of this football team, man. Great returns last night, great special teams coverage on the coverage teams too as well. It was just everything was clicking. Like I said, we got four really solid quarters of football from the New York Giants last night, and we just haven't been used to getting that. We've had good play from the New York Giants in parts of games here and there, but we got four complete quarters of good, solid New York Giant football last night, man. And we need to keep that same energy going forward. Tyrone Tracy, I love Tyrone Tracy, man, but I think it's a foregone conclusion. He's got to be the complement to Cam Scatterbill as opposed to it the other way around. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, I think right now it's just Cam brings too much to the table right now, man. When he's out there, he's a wrecking ball, man. He is a wrecking ball. Yeah, definitely much improved unit, man. Definitely, they've been solid actually all throughout the season. One thing I'm a little sketchy about is our kicker. I'm not so sure about that guy, man. Maybe they might want to consider bringing somebody else in here. I know he beat out Young Wei Koo or whatever, but maybe you need to bring some more competition in for him, man, because I'm not that, he looks a little sus, in my opinion. Looks a little sus, in my opinion. So I just think need to figure something out there as well, possibly, man. But great stuff. Like Lou said earlier, walking out, beating my chest, man, living up here in Philadelphia, Eagle Country, I get to talk the shit this week. I gets to talk that shit. And I will be talking that shit. Because I hear from them daily, and they've been all quiet today. They ain't got nothing to say today. They ain't popping up on my timelines and shit on my social media pages. They with all that nonsense today. I love it, man. I love it. But thank y'all for coming in, man. I'm about to hop off because I got to get ready once again to go to work. So I'm gonna hop off, and I do appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy football Sunday. Giants week is over, you know what I mean? So we can just enjoy football on Sunday around the league, man. No Mets, no Nets, no Jets, man. Always appreciate you popping in. Bookends, Mosley, David. Thanks to Lou and Mets for popping in earlier on the stream. Mitch, I appreciate y'all, man. Look, y'all need to get that offense right, Mitch. Something ain't right about it. Something disconnect there, but I ain't really worried about that evil shit right now. It's all about the big blue and the New York Giants, man. And we here, man. Look, I'm still not making no crazy predictions of how the rest of the season gonna go. But last night was a very, very, very positive, step in the right direction, man. Knocking off the world champs is clutch. It's key. I know we didn't give them their first loss, but at the end of the day, we gave them an L, and they still the defending champs regardless. And I think that was something big. We were huge underdogs. Nobody gave us a chance to win this football game. And the only people that believed in the New York Giants were the New York Giants. And they went out there and played with heart. They played with passion. They played with fire. And we saw the result. It was foot to ass all night long. But make sure if y'all like the stream, y'all go to my channel, MacDaGiantsFan, hit the subscribe button, hit the like for the stream, and just keep supporting, man, helping me grow, continuing to grow, man. I'm trying to keep this thing going, try building it up. Just appreciate everybody, man, that comes out, supports me on all my streams and all my content, man. Pretty much everybody that's here in the chat, man. I definitely appreciate the love y'all show, man. No doubt indeed. And make sure y'all go out there and support breast cancer awareness, man. Just go ahead and do what you can do. Anything, man. Do a little 5K walks, whatever, man. Anything that you can do to support breast cancer awareness, man. And keep, trying to add resources to help find an end to this terrible, terrible disease, man. I really appreciate that. So up to the Hardcore Sports Network as well. Most definitely, man, help continue to keep the Hardcore Sports Network growing. But May talk to y'all later. And I may, if I can, man, but I'll be at work, but I might be on the premium takes later on, maybe, possibly. I'll see if I can get on there, but definitely, once again, I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me for this last 50 minutes, man. And I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Definitely gonna catch me and Adam on the Real Deal NFC's Roundup on Wednesday. We're gonna definitely dig right back into this Giants-Eagles game as well as the Commanders and Cowboys games as well. You know how we do on the NFC's Roundup. It's your boy Mac the Giants fan. Hey! I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MacDa Giants fan.